Hello, I'm Bob Schieffer, and welcome to the CBS Evening News Online edition. Just ahead, a tornado season on steroids. 70 twisters already struck in November alone. Mark Strassman will have that story. Also, could the accidental misuse of cold medications be causing infant deaths? We'll give you the inside story. And obesity. It's a real problem for many African Americans. Our cross-country road tour looks at what some are doing about it. It's all starting now on the CBS Evening News Online edition.
In this flattened Tennessee town, they remember hearing a whistle. It turned out to be a tornado sounding its own eerie warning. Too late for David Dover's family.
And this is where it ended up.
Their trailer used to sit here. It went tumbling end over end down the hill, with Dover's 15-year-old granddaughter still inside. She landed in the neighbor's yard.
I've been through hurricanes. I don't think I've ever faced winds nor rain that hard.
Cassandra Dover was in her car.
I drove into the middle of it, got in the back seat, peed my pants, and rode it out.
Dozens of tornadoes chewed through 5 Midwest and southern states, places like Collingwood, Tennessee, where Danny Bryson had just sat down to dinner.
And all of a sudden it just sounded like the house was just blowing up.
This is startling storm weather for November. A cold front moving rapidly east collided with unusually warm fall weather in the Midwest. Boom! Tornado time for the 3rd time this month.
Oh my God!
Like this twister recorded on home video in Iowa. There have now been 70 tornadoes already this month, double the previous November record, in places where the weather worry this time of year is typically snow. David Dover will tell you flat out, he wasn't prepared.
This is unreal. This is stuff you see in Kansas. You don't see this out here in this part of the country.
NOAA's forecasters yesterday sensed trouble and sounded the alarm, and that, they believe, kept this disaster from growing even more deadly.
We have a heads up for parents that could save your baby's life. A coroner's investigation has found evidence that some infant deaths are the result of giving babies the wrong dose of common cold remedies. Our CBS News medical correspondent Elizabeth Caledon now with the inside story.
It all started about a year ago when investigators at the coroner's office in Montgomery County, Ohio, noticed a disturbing trend. In just 8 months, 10 infants had died of various causes.
They've been listed as SIDS, they've been listed as pneumonias.
But coroner Jim Davis and forensic toxicologist Laureen Marinetti were suspicious and decided to dig further. And what they found would make any parent shudder. All of the babies had been given inappropriate doses of over-the-counter cold medicines. Were they lethal doses?
Yes, lethal doses, tenfold or better. They would probably be doses that are okay for an adult, but not okay for a child, let alone an infant.
Case after case detailed tragic mistakes. A 12-month-old, an 8-month-old, even a 2-month-old infant given medicine intended for a much older child. In all but one of the cases, the overdosing was accidental, simply a matter of not reading the label.
Big difference between children's Tylenol and infants' Tylenol.
Big difference.
Pediatricians say it's a common mistake. Both infants and children's formulas are mixed together on drugstore shelves, and many parents think that over-the-counter drugs are harmless, so more must be better.
So if I give, one dose and the child's not improved, well, I'll give another dose or another dose or another dose.
Now, in some of the cases here, cold medicine was the direct cause of death. In other cases, it was the indirect cause of death. But either way, the coroner says, these deaths were preventable. Bob?
Elizabeth, this report, of course, is about one small community. What are the national implications of this, do you think?
Well, it's hard to say exactly because this is one of the first coroner's offices to document this trend. But the coroner here put it this way. He said that he's found about 10 cases in a state of 2 to 3 million, so it's not hard to imagine how widespread this could be in a country of 280 million, Bob.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Elizabeth. In our latest CBS News Road Tour, we're reporting this week on the epidemic of obesity in this country. It's especially evident in the states that Mika Brzezinski has been visiting, and obesity rates are especially high among African Americans there. Mika reports tonight from Jackson, Mississippi, on the battle against a potential killer. Mika?
Well, Bob, we're at the 930 Blues Cafe, where soul food is served up with Delta Blues on the side. And take a look at this meal, Bob. Fried chicken, candied yams, collard greens. Delicious, but the very reason this area is called the Stroke Belt. One local college, though, is trying to change that.
Continuous gospel music. We're 91.7 FM.
Here, gospel is blended with a call to curb obesity.
Get plenty of exercise. Obesity can be overcome.
The African American waistline is bulging. The result? Heart disease kills blacks at a 30% higher rate than whites. Diabetes is twice as prevalent. And 4 out of every 10 African Americans have high blood pressure.
107 over 72.
Now, historically black colleges like Alcorn State University are reaching out to students.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Trying to trim the fat and lower the risk of disease. Warren Rowan signed up. You say you have diabetes in your family?
Yes.
High blood pressure?
Yes.
Alcorn professor Ross Santel is leading the university's new diet and exercise program. So what are the eating habits of this region that you have to deal with?
Well, portion control, large portions, cooking methods, high fat.
Fried chicken, greens seasoned with pork fat, and buttery cornbread might be a recipe for disaster, but it's a cuisine steeped in tradition. During slavery, African Americans made throwaway foods taste good.
That one looks too good to pass up.
And nurse Frances Henderson says tons of calories made sense.
You ate because you needed to sustain your body. Now, with all the machines that do the work, we don't have that as a reality, but we still eat the same amount.
But making healthy changes does not mean changing the African American view of beauty. Do you want to be super thin?
No, it just doesn't look right to us.
No. We want a little hips and a little this and a little that, but not a whole lot. No.
How am I? Do I fit what you're talking about?
No, ma'am. No. Not really.
But for Warren Rowan and thousands of others, the choice is clear. You're going to have to change the way you live.
Yes. Exactly.
But getting that weight off means battling long-held traditions. Both Warren's father and grandfather were in the 500-pound range, Bob.
Thank you very much, Mika. More stories are just a click away, but don't forget to join me on television for the on-air edition of the CBS Evening News. On Thursday's broadcast, preventing terror at major sporting events. Would you mind being searched? You'll meet a man who did mind and tried to get it stopped. For CBSNews.com, I'm Bob Schieffer.